All right, so for our final review, we are going to use Desmos calculators that are in the Google Classroom, if it'll load. All right, so 6th or 7th period. So remember, there's two different calculators. You can use this one for all the regular calculations and for systems. And then this one right here is for matrices. So let's see what our questions are. Which one of these represents inverse? Now, if you remember when we did this, there were 4 steps. First of all, f of x turns into a y. Step 2, you switch x and y. So it's going to be x equals 5y minus 3. And then step 3, you got to solve it. To get y by itself, I need to get rid of the minus 3. Opposite is plus 3. X plus 3 is x plus 3. That equals 5y. And then my last step is to get rid of that 5 by dividing by 5, dividing by 5. Oops, can't spell. Anyways, and then you put your final answer as an inverse function, x plus 3 over 5, which is not b. The whole thing is over 5. That's letter C. Number 2, same thing. Okay, so f of x is y, switch x and y. X equals y minus 3 squared plus 7. Solving for y, I got to get rid of 3 things. The first thing is the lower. The opposite of plus 7 is minus 7. X minus 7 is x minus 7. Now, how do you get rid of a square? Square root. Square root the whole way. And how do I get rid of a minus 3? Plus 3. And then plus 3 goes after this square root. So my inverse is going to be square root of x minus 7 underneath it, and then the plus 3 goes after that. All right. Now, it's not going to be C because the minus 7 needs to be under it. Okay. All right. It's going to be letter A. All right, number 3. Okay, so if you're going from a function to its inverse, all you do is just switch x and y. So 1, 9 becomes 9, 1. 2, 4 becomes 4, 2. And 3, 1 becomes a 1, 3. It's too easy. Okay. Now the opposite of inverse. So once again, f of x is a y, switch x and y, x equals the square root of y. So the opposite of square root is squaring both sides. It cancels out. So the inverse function is x squared. So the opposite of square root is squared. Cool. Number 5, graph this function, which represents the graph of the inverse. So first of all, let's get the original function. We got 3 points. Okay. Okay, this point is negative 5, 0. Oh. Negative 1, negative 2. 3, negative 4. All right, so the inverse all right, 0, negative 5, 0, and now 0, negative 5. Negative 1, negative 2 is negative 2, negative 1. Negative 3, negative 4 is negative 4, 3. Now, this is the inverse because you switch next x and y. So what do? We find one of these graphs with its switch. Let's find 0, negative 5. 0, negative 5. Nope. 0, negative 5. Yep. 0, -5, nope. 0, -5, nope. It's got to be B, just based on 1 point. But you can see -2, -1, and -4, +3 is on the graph. Are the functions increasing, decreasing, or both? So, positive is increasing, and it only goes up, so it's increasing. This one, so this goes like this, it's only increasing. Now this one starts, it goes up, and then it goes down. So it increases, then it decreases, that's both. Okay, now this one is a negative square root, so it's only going down. It's only decreasing. Okay, on this one, it's negative, absolute goes down like this. It increases and decreases, that's both. Okay, negative x to the third power. Okay, so that looks something like this. So it's just going down, it's going down. I would call that just decreasing. All right, number 7, what's the range? So range is y, so when you see x, that's not right. And range is from bottom to top. So the bottom right here on the y-axis, right? This is the y-axis, is at +2, and then it goes up forever. So y is anything greater than or equal to 2. Cool? All right, number 8. Mark the vertex in blue. The vertex is right there. And the solution's in red. I guess I could change my color. Solutions. Solutions. So the solutions are here and here. They're another word for the cool. So another word for solution is x-intercept. Okay. The equation of a cube root the function is below, which is false. Now, if I were to graph that thing, f of x equals cube root. Let's see if I can do CBRT. Cube root x plus 1 and then plus 3 after that. So is the y-intercept at 4, 0? Yes. Sorry, 0, 4. This one is right. Is the vertex at -1, 3? That is where it changes directions, so that's right. Does it have one x-intercept? Well, I don't know if it actually crosses x. Oh, it does. Right there. So, yep. The function is increasing. Oh, whoops. My bad. This y-intercept is not 4, 0, it's 0, 4. It is going up to the right, increasing. That is increasing, but this was a no-go. It's not 4, 0, it's 0, 4. Okay. And number 10, which represents the following equation. Again, if you can graph this, you can check it out. Two squared root of x minus 5 plus 3. Okay, so this vertex is at 5, 3. So which one has a point at 5, 3? Only one is A. 5, 3. So graph and check. So when you have two functions,
So hot too, like we're healing them off.
turn it into two functions. You have to split it up. Okay, so again, you cannot type this in. It will not work. But you have to split it into two. Because that's the answer, -10. Okay, once again, you split it up. G of 5 minus f of 5. Eight. Okay. Now this is f dot g, not an O, not a composition. So f of -8 times g of -8. -325. Okay, now this one is g of 1 divided by f of 1. Negative 0.25, -1/4. Now, FO is composition. You just make that into an open parentheses. F of G of 4. $20. Okay, so these are easy to type in if you split them up. Same thing with number 12, 13, and 14. Just more of the same. And then you got a little bit more on 15. All right, let's do it. Now, since it's x, you're going to actually have to add these up. So x squared minus 4x minus 32 is f of x plus g of x is x minus 8. So you have x squared coming down, two x's, -4 plus 1 is -3x. -32 minus 8 is -40. You add, combine like terms. F of g of x. So that means that g of x, all of this is going to go into f right there. So 5x, or 5x squared plus 3 in parentheses, and then the minus 3. Distribute 5x squared plus 15 minus 3. And that gives you what? 5x squared plus 12. F minus g, so f x squared minus 36 is going to be minus x minus 16. Remember, minus is a -1 that you distribute. That's a -1x. Negative times a negative is a positive 16. Bring all this stuff down. And then you can combine like terms. There's only 1x squared. Okay, there's only 1x. And then there's two regular numbers. That's -20. Cool. All right, back to evaluating. So let's type this all in. All right, I got all three in. Now these first two you can just type in. 334. $184. Now, these next two you gotta fix. GOF is G of F of -2. This one is G of H of 2. $224. G of H of 2. 260. And then last but not least, H of F of G, H of F of G of 0. 16. So you just plug it in. It's too easy. Okay, now let's get into this. You should be able to solve these with the same calculator, the Desmos regular black bar at the top calculator. 6x minus 3y equals 9. Y equals 2x minus 5. Now, do these ever cross? Nope. These are called parallel. No solution. Okay, what about these three? X plus 5y minus 2z. -41. Negative x minus 2y plus 6z equals 36. 4x plus y minus 3z equals -11. Now, of course, I'm way too zoomed out, but here you go. Now, drag that z until you get to where you need to be, where they all cross. 2, -7. The z value is 4. 2, -7, and +4. Yeah. All right, now let's get into this. Go back to Google Classroom, click on Desmos for matrices. Okay, let's type in these matrices. Okay, it's the 3x2. Okay, that's A, and then you got the 3x2. Negative 18. Okay, and then we're gonna do what? 2b plus 3c. 2b plus 3c. Just type it in. It should work. Oh, whoops. Now, careful, because our b is A. I mean, this B is our A. This C is our B. So don't get those B's confused. Anyways, if you use these matrices, this is what you get. Cool. Find the determinant. I'm determinant to do that. Okay, new matrix, 3 by 3. So you can hit DET of that. You get negative 573. Too easy. Find the inverse. Okay, does it exist? Let's find out. Okay, 2 by 2 matrix. 6, -1, -10, -5. Enter A, and then you're going to hit this little A -1 to get the inverse. Click this little circle to make it make some sense here. Okay, let's do it. So this one says does not exist. All right, this one we do have a inverse. -11, 3, 2, 12, -3, -2, -3, 1, 1. And that's your review for your final. Use your matrix calculator, use your systems calculator, use everything you can utilize. Don't forget about inverses. Do your best. You should be able to get a good grade on this using what you know.